Okay, I'm back. I told you my lives are always bootleg. And then I couldn't go back live on one phone, so I had to go get another phone. So we back. All right. So I don't even know where I was. Oh, selling. So we don't want to sell by giving discounts. We want to sell by giving value. Okay. And knowing that we're not just selling this product, like what is the other thing? Are you selling convenience, affordability, luxury, a niche? Like what are you doing? Like what else are you selling? And that will help kind of give you marketing ideas. When you are going for these numbers, so I always say break down your financial goal for the day. So if I want to do $2,000 a month, I got to make $71 a day. If I'm working 7 days a week, $100 a day for 5 days. By having that daily goal is going to kind of keep you on track to know, like, do I have time, to kick my feet up and watch this Netflix, or do I need to be coming up with some more content? Do I need to be maybe revamping my website? Do I need to be researching, what are some businesses in my area that could use whatever it is that I'm trying to sell? But the whole goal is to get my business up and running in the most cost-effective way so that I can go and start getting sales. A lot of times, especially in my consultations, the biggest thing people always say is, I need funding. But they need funding because they want the office space, with the doves they want all these things that you don't really need to have just to start the business. Okay. I had an awesome consultation with a pastry chef, and she wanted a restaurant, and I got her to, like, forget a restaurant, just start doing catering and be mobile. You don't need to put your dream off for 6 months to a year to raise money, for a commercial building. Start whatever are your top 5 or 10 things, start selling those now. When you start selling your product, so if you're doing clothes, if I sell 5 t-shirts, I'm getting cash in hand. Like, once you start selling your product, you're going to get cash flow. We're going to split that in half. We always have to re-up on inventory. Okay. If you're a product-based business, you always have to have product to sell. Okay, so we are always re-upping on the inventory, and the goal is how can I increase my order? Either I'm ordering the same, or can I increase it by 20%, 30%? That means I'm taking less money to put in my pocket to put more in the inventory, because when you put the money in your pocket, you can't make any money from it being in your pocket. If I buy more pens, this pen can get me more money. If you are a service-based business, you want to get your service out as to many people as possible. A service-based business needs to have some kind of digital product with it, because you as a person, you can only work 8 to 12 hours a day. So for us to scale is going to be employees, which is going to cut down on how much we're making. But if we can get more volume, the employees will be a benefit. So if I only can see 5, if I'm a masseuse or a therapist, I can only see 5 people a day and give them a massage. But if I had 5 employees, I now can see 25 from the employees and then 5 from me. That's now 30. The question is going to be, do you have the demand enough to be able to sustain an employee? Because whenever you are hiring someone, you're responsible for their rent, their lights, their kids' schooling, their kids' clothing. And by saying that, I mean you're responsible for their paycheck. So we don't want to bring an employee on and we can't pay them. So you want to make sure that if I'm a service-based business, my demand for my clientele, I am just booked. I need help. that's when we go and get some more staff, because you don't want to hire someone and then we can't afford to pay them. And then now their kids don't have food. Like, once you're the boss, you're responsible for everyone. Okay. But also for a service-based business, what digital product can you have so you can have some money when you wake up in the morning from having those online sales? So treat your business not like it's a 9 to 5. The best way to work your business is to figure out what is your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you starting this business? Why are you about to drain your 401k to do this? Why are you about to miss out on times with your friends and family to do this? Why are you about to leave this job to do this? Why? Your why cannot be a thing. Oh, I want to get this car. Oh, I want to get this bag. Oh, I want to get a house. Like, your why has to be something that's more than a thing. Because see, if life throws you a Mike Tyson punch, you might be like, you know what? I really want to trip about that car anyway. So if your why is a thing, that's not like deep enough. Your why has to really be something like, I want to make sure that I have to retire my mom in the next 5 years. I want to make sure that, you know, my kid sees me as like a strong mom and he has nothing to worry about. I want to make sure that my kid never has to fill out a resume. What is your why? Once you figure out what your why is, you'll be able to accomplish anything because you have something that's bigger than you pushing you. If I'm just looking to, you know, start this business, to get a new car or to get a new bag or go on vacation, well, when I go 3-4 days, you know, with no sales and I get down on luck, or I get bad news for 2 weeks in a row, I'm ready to throw in the towels and just quit. So you got to have a why. So before you start all of this, first get your why. Why are you doing this? And when you talk about your why, it should make you tear up. That's how close and important it is to you. Now, I'm not saying go tell the whole world your why and go post your Instagram page, my why. I'm not saying do all that, but you yourself have to know your why. And you need to write down your why and have it somewhere where you're going to look at it every day. Tape it up on your bathroom mirror. Tape it up, you know, on your computer in your office. Tape it up, you know, on your dashboard in your car. So every day you're looking at. So when you're having a bad day, you know, when you're tired, you haven't made no sales, you look at that why. I'm not going home yet. I'm about to go hit up this place. I'm not ending yet. I'm going to send these 3 more emails out to these companies, seeing if they want to partner with me. I'm not done yet. I'm going to go do an Instagram live, you know, showing the top 3 products for natural hair so I can get some hair sales from our webinar. I'm not quitting yet because that why that's depending on me or my promise to this person is what's going to fuel me to get through those bad days. Okay. So to kind of do a recap, we're going to have our why. That's going to be first. Number 2, if we are just starting, don't have a lot of money, don't know where to go, we are starting with a product or a service that we are already good at. What are people asking you your help on? What are you known for? And you may not like it. Okay. This may not be what your end all goal all, what your end all be all is. We're just looking to make some money. So I may have a dream of having a restaurant, right? I want to have a restaurant, but today I don't have any restaurant funds, right? So I need to make money today in something that I'm good at to be able to then afford my real dream, which is a restaurant. So whatever is your dream, there's no expiration date on that. But if you're looking to start a business with limited funds, I would say start the business with something that people are already asking you for. If you are a great organizer, maybe they are organized, or they're getting flown out everywhere organizing. And let me tell you who I'm stalking. Off the chain. How many people are tired of having that their kitchen pantry look a fool, right? You scared to open their door up. If you pull the Teddy Grahams out, everything gonna fall down. So, or who wants, like, you ever seen those closets and when you see them, they're like real basic, and then They do a whole little recap. Okay, here's, this is a great video. Okay. So y'all see this little, so she's showing how she revamps the pantry. So now it looks all organized. Okay, here's a closet. Now she's going to revamp it. Now look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Okay. So organizer, whatever you're good at, whatever people are saying, hey girl, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Make that your job to start off with. Okay. If we're a service based, once again, service and product based, always be thinking about how to have a digital product with it. So if I'm an organizer in North Carolina, well, clearly starting off, no one's just flying me around town. But what if I did a webinar on how to declutter your pantry? What if I just, whatever are the top 3 pantry styles, the big square, the long rectangle, here are the ways to organize them. I maybe would have maybe 10 to 15 of my go-to organizing containers, have the link to Amazon. I would have an affiliate with Amazon. So when you purchase that container, I get a credit. And so now, although I'm not with you, I can watch the webinar and learn how to do it myself. Or you can take it a step further. Do virtual consultations. Okay. So whether it's going to be via Zoom, on FaceTime, I can call you, show you my closet, show you my pantry, and then I'll pay you to tell me what to do. Go to this store, get 10 of these containers, this and this, and you're going to put this here, this here, this here. So of course, it'll be less than if you were going to do it hands-on, but you're always looking, how can I take whatever I am selling or doing and break that into as many legs of business as possible? Okay, so I will save my first live that kind of went through all the different steps of what we're doing, but the goal of this live was to show you we got to just start where we are. We may not have all the bells and whistles. So you may not have the LLC and the holding company and the virtual office, and the virtual phone number and the trade. We may not have all that on day one. Okay. But if we're trying to get sales in 60 days, we need to go and get these sales. So we may need to put the money, for the trademark on pause and get our website up, get some inventory to kind of get the business going. Then once the business gets going, we know, okay, well, on my to-do list, I still got to get my holding company. I got to get my trademark. You already have your things, a list that you have to do, but we're trying to get sales. Break down whatever you want to make for the month, and break that down into week and daily goals. So at the end of the week, did you meet your goal? If you didn't meet that goal, you should be still up working because you want to make sure that we hit our goals. Breaking down your financial goal into a daily goal is it's just an easier pill to swallow. It's easier to say I'm gonna make $100 today versus I gotta make $2,000 and it's the 28th and I don't have no sales. Well, if I hold myself accountable for each day, I know I gotta make $100. On the days that you meet your goal, you can pat yourself on the back and feel good for all the work and sacrifice that you're putting on. It's working. And on the days that you don't meet your goal, well, what was I doing on the days that I did meet my goal? Like, what was different about that day than this day? What was I saying about the product on that day versus this day? And now we're just trying to figure out what is the best way. How are people really liking the way that we're presenting our product and our service? Okay. Well, it's late. I'm going to let everyone go. Everyone have a great night. And I will, of course, see you at the bank.